All right, AI enthusiasts, welcome back. We've got a really interesting deep dive for you today.
Yeah, some pretty big stories making headlines this week.
For sure. So we've got Nvidia making some power moves on Wall Street,
Oh, yeah.
big tech facing some unexpected challenges,
Mm-hmm.
a new kind of AI chip that's shaking things up,
Interesting.
and even the crypto world is getting in on the AI action.
Lots to cover then.
Definitely. Let's jump right in with Nvidia. So they just joined the Dow Jones Industrial Average.
Huge.
Yeah. You might be thinking, okay, a company joined an index,
Right.
but this is much more significant than it might seem.
Yeah, you're right. The Dow is like the VIP club for publicly traded companies.
Right.
It represents the 30 most influential companies in the U.S. economy.
Wow.
So the fact that Nvidia replaced Intel, a tech giant in its own right, is a clear sign that AI is no longer just a niche sector.
Yeah, it's mainstream now.
It's a major economic force.
Right.
And the financial world is definitely taking notice.
For sure. Um, it's like AI just got a promotion to the executive suite.
Haha, I like that.
To put this into perspective, when was the last time a semiconductor company was considered this central to the U.S. economy?
Yeah, it really underscores how crucial AI is becoming to everything.
It does. And think about the implications this move could lead to even more investment in AI.
Absolutely, which could lead to faster development,
Right.
and potentially lead to even bigger breakthroughs. It's like pouring fuel on an already blazing fire.
Which brings us to our next headline, which might seem a little counterintuitive at first.
Okay.
So while Nvidia is celebrating its Wall Street success,
Right.
other tech giants are facing a bit of an AI problem.
Oh, really?
Turns out pouring billions of dollars into AI doesn't guarantee a quick return on investment.
Yeah. Companies like Microsoft and Meta are finding out that uh, building the AI infrastructure is one thing, but figuring out how to make a profit from it is a whole other challenge.
And investors are starting to get a little antsy wondering when they'll see a return on these massive investments.
Well, yeah, they have every right to be concerned.
Right.
Meta, for example, is projecting a significant acceleration in AI-related infrastructure costs this year.
Mhm.
And that news actually caused their stock to dip.
Yeah, makes sense. Investors want to see tangible results.
Of course.
Mark Zuckerberg has said that it's all part of the long-term plan,
Right.
but the pressure is definitely on.
It is. It's almost like a race against time.
Right.
They're investing heavily in building the future of AI, but they need to figure out how to make it profitable before investors lose patience.
For sure. It'll be interesting to see how this pressure affects their strategies.
Yeah.
Will it lead to rushed products or services that aren't quite ready?
Yeah.
Or will it force them to get more creative with their AI applications and business models?
That's the million-dollar question. And speaking of innovation, our next headline takes us to a quieter corner of the AI world where a different kind of chip is emerging as a potential game changer. Edge AI chips.
While all the attention is on those massive, expensive GPUs that power large language models, these smaller, more affordable chips are designed to run AI applications directly on devices without needing to rely on the cloud.
Right.
And this has huge implications for a whole range of applications.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Qualcomm and MediaTek, for example, are already optimizing their hardware for Meta's small language models.
Wow.
Imagine a future where your smartphone can perform complex AI tasks like real-time language translation or image recognition, all without draining your battery life.
It's like having a supercomputer in your pocket. And it's not just about smartphones either. Edge AI has the potential to revolutionize industries like healthcare, manufacturing, and even self-driving cars, especially in areas with limited or unreliable internet access.
It's a really fascinating development and one that could make AI even more accessible and ubiquitous than it already is. But enough about hardware. Let's shift gears and see how AI is being used in a completely different domain.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's next?
Our final headline takes us to the world of cryptocurrency, where Binance, the largest crypto exchange, is leveraging AI in some pretty innovative ways.
Now, this I have to hear. I wouldn't necessarily think of crypto as a natural fit for AI, but I'm curious to see how they're using it.
Well, they're actually using AI to make the whole crypto experience more user-friendly.
Really? Tell me more.
Mm-hmm.
How are they doing that?
They're using AI to streamline the user onboarding process, make customer support faster and more efficient, and even diagnose problems with their internal systems. It's all about leveraging AI to create a smoother, more seamless experience for their millions of users.
That's actually really clever. A lot of people are still intimidated by cryptocurrency, so using AI to make it more accessible could be a game changer in terms of wider adoption.
Exactly. And it shows how AI can be used not just to create new things, but also to improve and optimize what we already have.
It's like using AI to bridge the gap between the complexity of the technology and the everyday user. Really smart strategy.
Absolutely. So as you can see, AI is making its presence felt in a wide range of industries and applications. It's clearly more than just a tech trend. It's a force that's reshaping the economic landscape, challenging traditional business models, and even finding its way into unexpected domains like cryptocurrency.
It's definitely a dynamic and rapidly evolving field. And the most exciting part is that we're still just scratching the surface of what's possible with AI.
I completely agree. It feels like every day brings new discoveries and advancements, and it's hard to predict what the future holds. But one thing is certain. AI is here to stay, and its impact will only continue to grow.
Absolutely. And for those of us who are passionate about AI, it's a thrilling time to be witnessing this technological revolution unfold.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Now, before we wrap up this deep dive into the world of AI, there's one more story we need to discuss.
Okay, you've got my attention. What is it?
We're going to talk about a new kind of AI chip that's emerging as a potential game changer.
Hold on, are we talking about those edge AI chips we discussed earlier?
We are. But there's so much more to this story than we had time to cover before. To understand why edge AI is such a big deal, we need to take a closer look at the limitations of traditional AI, which relies heavily on cloud computing.
Okay.
You see, sending data back and forth to the cloud for processing can create bottlenecks, especially when it comes to applications that require real-time responsiveness,
Makes sense.
like self-driving cars or medical devices.
Yeah, even with super fast internet speeds, there's always going to be some latency when you're relying on a remote server to do the heavy lifting.
Exactly. And that's where edge AI comes in. By bringing the processing power directly to the device, edge AI chips eliminate the need for constant cloud communication.
So it makes things much faster and more efficient. So
Yeah.
how does this actually work in practice? What kind of technology are we talking about here?
Well, there are several companies developing edge AI chips, each with its own unique approach. But one of the most exciting developments is the use of specialized hardware architectures that are optimized for AI workloads.
Can you give me an example?
Sure, one example is the use of neural processing units, or NPUs. These specialized processors are designed to mimic the structure of the human brain, making them incredibly efficient at handling the complex calculations involved in AI.
So instead of relying on general purpose processors, which have to handle a wide range of tasks, these MPUs are laser focused on AI, which makes them much more powerful and energy efficient.
Exactly. And because these chips are smaller and more affordable than traditional GPUs, they can be integrated into a wider range of devices,
Oh, wow.
from smartphones and wearables to industrial sensors and even household appliances.
It's like opening up a whole new world of possibilities for AI applications. Imagine a future where every device around you is infused with intelligence, able to learn from its environment and adapt to your needs.
That's the vision. And we're already seeing this vision come to life in some pretty amazing ways.
Like what?
For example, some companies are developing edge AI chips that can power real-time language translation on your smartphone, even when you're offline.
That would be incredible. No more fumbling with phrase books or relying on spotty internet connections when you're traveling.
Exactly. And in the medical field, edge AI is being used to develop portable diagnostic tools that can analyze medical images and provide real-time feedback to doctors.
Oh, wow.
This could be a game changer for patients in remote areas or developing countries who don't have easy access to specialized healthcare.
It's like bringing the power of AI to the front lines of healthcare where it can have the greatest impact. And what about self-driving cars? I imagine edge AI would be crucial for those as well.
Absolutely. Self-driving cars need to be able to make split-second decisions based on real-time data from their sensors.
Right.
Edge AI allows them to process this data locally without relying on the cloud, which is essential for safety and reliability.
Makes sense. You wouldn't want a self-driving car to have to wait for a signal from a remote server before deciding whether to brake or swerve to avoid an obstacle. That could be disastrous.
Exactly. So as you can see, Edge AI is a game changer in many ways. It's making AI faster, more efficient, more accessible, and more reliable. It's opening up new possibilities for AI applications in every industry imaginable.
It's like taking AI out of the lab and into the real world where it can truly make a difference. It's exciting to think about all the ways this technology could be used to improve our lives.
That's a perfect note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. We hope you learned something new and that it sparked some thought-provoking conversations.
And remember, the AI revolution is just getting started. Stay curious, stay engaged, and stay tuned for more deep dives. Until next time.